Hello everyone, welcome back to another Uma Musume video. Today is August 12th, 2026, which means it's time for our next trainee coming this month, on top of some new support cards I'll go over shortly. Let's start off with our new trainee, Seeking the Pearl. Seeking the Pearl has a stat bonus in speed and wit, 10% in speed, 20% in wit. Her aptitude is towards turf, but she has a F in dirt. The distances she runs are sprint and mile, but she has an E in medium, G in long. She has a double strategy with pace and late being A, with a B in end, C in front. Her epitaph is shining like a pearl. In order to get this, it's pretty simple. You need to win the following races during your career. It's the Oka Show, the NHK Mile Cup, the Japanese Oaks, the Shuka Show, the Takamatsu no Miyakinen, and the Sprinters Stakes during the senior year. Her unique skill is called I'm Possible. I'm Possible reads increase velocity when positioned second or later, within 4 lengths of the lead with 200 meters remaining. If within 2 lengths, increase velocity greatly instead. Her unique skills are Firm Conditions, Sprint Straightaways, and Unyielding Spirit. When you start awakening her skills, at level 2 you'll get Light as a Feather, at level 3 you'll get Shocking Flash, at level 4 you'll get Head On, and at level 5 you get Big Sisterly. The evolved skills, Seeking the Pearl has 2. For Shocking Flash, you can turn it into The World is My Oyster by win any G1 sprint race 2 times, or win any G1 mile race 2 times. And finally, the last condition is get at least 2 acceleration type skills. The World is My Oyster reads increase velocity and slightly surge ahead on a straight during sprint/mile races. Finally, Big Sisterly has an evolution with Pearlescent Dance Off. The conditions you need to meet is have at least 800 wit, and finally, get at least 2 skills for sprint aptitude or 2 skills for mile aptitude. Pearlescent Dance Off reads increase velocity for medium duration when trying to pass another runner, and this also works on sprint/mile races. From events, there's only one. You can get Uma Stan. The objectives for Seeking the Pearl goes as follows. After the junior make debut, you'll enter the Daily High Junior Stakes. After the Daily High Junior Stakes, you'll enter the Hanshin Juvenile Fillies. Into the Classic Year, you'll enter the Oka Show next. Into the NHK Mile Cup, ending we have 2 more races before then. Entering the Rose Stakes, and then ending off Classic Year at the Mile Championship. The first race you'll enter in your senior class will be the Takamatsu no Miyakinen, into the Yasuda Kinen, into the Sprinter Stakes once again, and ending it off the career on the Mile Championship. Seeking the Pearl has no secret events, which means you don't have to worry about it. So, that's Seeking the Pearl. How do I feel about Seeking the Pearl? She seems pretty standard. She seems like a pretty nice sprinter and miler. The only thing I suppose you'll be running into is whether to pick between running her as a pace chaser, or as a late surger, or as an end closer, because end being B makes it pretty darn close. And usually I say it's up to what deck you have available to you. But when I read her unique skill, I feel like the better, I suppose, choice you can go with is usually Pace Chaser. But if you prefer to keep it, because it's second or later, so you can technically still get this around to end closer, you just need to have a lot of skills built towards basically fully sending it once the final corner is nearby, so you can try to at least get the greatly increased velocity instead. But still, I would say you could probably run it with pace late or end, and if you're crazy, you can run it with front. That's Seeking the Pearl though. Good luck to anyone going for it. I am not summoning for Seeking the Pearl, not because I don't like Seeking the Pearl, but there is another banner I need to worry about coming real soon. And to be fair, this banner comes back pretty soon, which is weird to say, but it comes back next month if we go by the schedule. You'll see. On to the new support cards. We have two. We have Daichi Ruby, SSR Power. Daichi Ruby at max limit break will do the following. Her unique effect is gain power bonus 2 when bond gauges are at least 80, with a friendship bonus of 30, initial power of 30, initial friendship gauge of 35, specialty priority of 80, training effectiveness of 5, skill point bonus of 1, and initial guts of 30. Her hints are Lone Wolf, Gap Closer, Late Surger Straightaways, Fearless, Slick Surge, Hesitant Front Runners, Tether, Opening Gambit, Subdued Front Runners, Flustered Front Runners, Stop Right There, and a stat gain of 6 power and 2 stamina. From events, you'll be able to get Late Surger Corners, Sprinting Gear, Flash Forward, and Gap Closer. On the first node, you have a random chance of getting 10 power or 15 power in a Late Surger Corner hint plus 2. The second node, you have a choice. You can get 10 energy back and 10 power, or you can get 10 skill points in the Sprinting Gear hint plus 2. Finally, on the third and final node, you don't have a choice. You'll get 15 power, 25 skill points in the Flash Forward hint plus 1. For the random events, it goes as follows. You'll get 15 energy, 15 power, or you'll get 25 skill points or Gap Closer. Daichi Ruby is a new one, so that means alongside the SSR would be the R, but we will not be going over the R, because I usually don't. But that is Daichi Ruby. Overall, pretty decent, in my opinion. It's a very late-end focus sort of, I suppose, card, but I would say leaning heavy into the Late Surger. It has access to the 2 front runner stamina debuffs, which is nice, on top of the sprint one. But I feel like Stop Right There, isn't this attainable on basically, yeah, it's obtainable on a few cards already. So this isn't new. Subdued Front Runners and Flustered Front Runners are already gettable on some cards, but I think having them both on one place is definitely a boon, and Flash Forward is a new one, to me at least. Like I said, we're getting to the point where a lot of these skills are going to be new to me, a lot of these cards and Umas are going to be new to me. Daichi Ruby, well, thankfully I've been made aware to her existence through various means. I think she's a pretty nice character, and I think this card is okay. The 80 specialty priority is pretty nice. She has a decent enough initial friendship gauge that you'll be able to use her a little bit within the Grand Concert scenario, with a little bit of friendship bonus to boot as well. So, if you wish to go for Daichi Ruby or you're a fan, just remember this card is very situational for who it applies to. On to the final support card coming, we have KS Miracle. KS Miracle at max limit break. Well, first, let me say, this is an SR Guts. So at max limit break, which is 45, unique effects are increase the effectiveness of training by 10%, and increases skill point gain when trained together by 1, with a friendship bonus of 30, initial guts of 25, 65 specialty priority, 25 initial friendship gauge, hit level 2, hint frequency of 30, and a guts bonus of 1. Her support hints are Pace Chaser Savvy, Sprinter Corners, Pace Chaser Straightaways, On the Attack, Updrafters, Countermeasure, and a stat gain of 1 speed, 1 power, and 6 guts. From events, you'll be able to get Sprint Straightaways and Light as a Feather. On the first node, you'll get 5 speed, 5 power, 5 guts with a Sprint Straightaways hint plus 1. On the second node, you'll have a choice. You can get 35 skill points or 30 energy back. And finally, the random events. You have a choice between the 5 speed, 5 power, 5 guts, or Mood Up plus 2. And finally, the last random event is a choice between 20 wit or the Light as a Feather hint plus 1. That is KS Miracle. Sorry, I had to take a quick pause there. So anyway, I believe I was saying the friendship training adds up to at least be 40% at max limit break. She has a decent enough special priority that you'll definitely probably see her in the guts category playing through our grand concert, since usually that's going to be the current scenario that you run. So I'd say she's decent, but I wouldn't say this is an SR that you'd probably, I guess, start wailing for. But I could be completely wrong. Maybe there's something that's not aligning in my brain that is making me see it. But in my opinion, this is just a standard run-of-the-mill Guts SR card. Anywho, it's time to end off the video there. If you're going for the support cards, Daichi Ruby and or KS Miracle, I wish you the best of luck. On top of if you're going for Seeking the Pearl. If you would prefer to get her now so you don't have to worry about her later, that's also an option. Good luck to anyone. And that's it for today's video. If you're wondering why didn't I upload a run video, it's because I was like, it's time to watch the Fago stream and I didn't do that. So it's okay. You'll be dealing with a much more interesting video, I suppose, coming soon. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.